Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. Obviously I'm back. Um, alright, so the other day I uploaded a video and I took it down in like 2.5 seconds because I didn't like how I worded anything on it. I was talking about steel testing, and there's always room for improvement in everything. But what I've noticed is that people want to nitpick. Um, I don't know. Like, if you look through a steel test video, they'll be like, oh, but this variable, none of which pertain to the knife. It pertains to, like, the rope, the cardboard, um, maybe it's wood, whatever it is, it never pertains to the knife, so unless it's, like, edge angle. Usually. Of course, blanket statements, they kind of back you in a corner. So typically that's what you'll see. And my buddy just put up a video. His username is Super Steel Steve, so shout out to him. Yeah, but immediately on his M4 video, I see a comment, and there's nothing wrong with commenting that because it's true. Like, of course, cardboard is inconsistent, and that's what somebody commented. But when you're cutting up the same box or, whatever, um, this is, I don't know. I guess my point is, this is very, it's like bench science, It's like, we don't have a lot to work with. And what I look at steel testing to be is charting them relative to other steels. Not finding, not being able to graph them in terms of their edge performance on a line graph or not a line graph, like charting, the slope of like edge loss or whatever. So I actually find steel testing with variables, not always in check, to be just as valuable as, completely scientific, I don't know if you guys have ever looked on like Crucible's website, but they have charts. And for those of you who don't know, those are an advertisement. They are not always accurate, and I know that they look really good. They look really scientific. But if I'm the company making something and I'm giving you information on how great it performs relative to 440C and other things, just, take it with a grain of salt as if it's any company telling you how great their product is. Of course, they could have, I don't know, we don't always have access to the same heat treating that Crucible does or whoever does. And we don't actually know what, the specifications of the blade that they tested for the, what is it, silica or silicate impregnated cards. That's what they cut. So basically, it's a very fine, abrasive card, and it's very uniform, extremely uniform. And that's how they get their, basically their numbers for the chart. We don't have all that. We don't have the machine that cuts. We don't have, the cards. We don't have their very, very high tolerance, whatever it is that they use to cut. Because I'm sure that they're not using a folding knife to test their steels. I'm sure of that. But, yeah. So, I just kind of wanted to talk about variables again. Like I did in that video I deleted. And sorry I'm all over. I'm trying to think, and look at that cut. 0804 opened up in my pocket, and I went to reach for it. It actually cut a hole in my pocket. So that was a real nice surprise. Yeah, but anyway. So, having variables, I think, is a good thing, because you know, if you're testing S90V, I don't know. You're not only going to be cutting cardboard, you're not only going to be um, cutting one medium, and you're probably, if you enjoy S90V, like you'll have Benchmade's S90V, Spyderco's S90V, and maybe, who else? ZT's S90V. Why not? And they're all going to be a little bit different. And in Super Steel Steve's video, he kind of demonstrates that and shows you, you know, here's S30V from Spyderco, here's S30V from Benchmade, and like, look at this giant gap in between performance, or between performance of the two steels that are identical steels from CPM. Chemically, it's hard to say that they're equivalent, but they're the same steel. They're sold as the same steel, because there is always variation, batch per batch. So anybody that says the CPM process eliminates that, it doesn't. I mean, there's always error in everything. Everything has error. Okay, so back to my main point. I find that cardboard cutting, rope cutting, whatever it is just as useful as, you know, if we did like CPM style or CTS whatever style testing, where they do like, you know, very uniform cuts with, you know, they repeat the results and stuff, because they remove every variable that could be affecting the knife's edge when they're doing the test from the company. And it kind of just leaves you with like no context, so you don't, I don't know. The way I look at it, if there are no variables, then, I mean, how many of you guys cut silica impregnated cards? I know I never have, and I don't think I ever will. So I find cardboard and rope to be way more effective at showing an edge performance because it's in context. You know, I know what it's like to cut cardboard. I've cut cardboard. So I think that's a lot better of a test in terms of like, you know, is this a good steel in this knife? And it's easy to get, you know, an M4 Spyderco, an M4 Benchmade, and an M4 ZT. It's not hard to do. So it's nice that we can test different manufacturers and see what, I don't know, see the real world performance of the steel. Because if you just go to CPM's website and you look, that's like on a sunny day, perfect weather. It's like one of those, it's a biased chart. And that's what it is. And like I said, it is an advertisement. And I know I'm going to get dislikes on this video, and I don't care. I might sound like an idiot because I just woke up. I need my coffee. But, I mean, seriously, CPM's website, it's an advertisement. I just picked this guy up. I love this. That guy's sick. 204p steel. I'm thinking about making this a tester and having this reground right here. I don't know if you guys can see. It's kind of, yeah, like right here. Like the primary grind, reground. But hey, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so I just kind of wanted to make this video talking about, like, when you see somebody cutting cardboard or whatever, we all kind of already understand that there's variables that we don't have we don't have control of them. And it's not saying that we couldn't have control of them, we definitely could. But if we did control them, what would be the point of testing the steel? And I get, you know, if you purely want to rate them, like, oh, perfect world, perfect heat treat, perfect everything. But we don't get perfect heat treats and we don't get perfect anything. So to me, it means less. And that's all I'm trying to say here. It means less to me looking at composition on, a steel manufacturer's website. It just, and looking at their charted performance of it relative to D2, 440C, the usuals. It's cool, and I do it. I definitely enjoy doing that. But it just, it doesn't equate to anything in knife making because we're all flawed people. Everybody, there's just, ZT doesn't do the best heat treats. From what we saw in the S30V test, it looks like Benchmade maybe does a little bit better a job with their heat treats for S30V. Yeah, and this is all just my opinion, so like it, dislike it, do whatever you want. Sorry I'm not moving around down here. I got ugly hands on both of them, so I'm all jacked up. Yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna wrap this up before I dig myself a grave. Thank you guys for watching. If you've made it this far, I'm pretty sure only 2 of you are gonna watch this, so yeah, follow, or not follow, subscribe, like the video, dislike the video, whatever you do, I don't care. Have a good one.